Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to cover on how to create a restaurant POS system from the scratch. So this is a full tutorial. This is a follow-up video that I uploaded a while ago. So we're gonna create similar like this, a multi-item POS system, and also allows you to generate a receipts. Okay, so we're gonna start our database first. So in our database, the first we're gonna do is our menu. So I already added some datas here to cut the time. So in each column, so the first column is the category, then the item name, then the unit price, then a photo. This is only optional. All right. Then as you can see, I have the main course, appetizer, soup, desserts, and beverages. So this is the first table that we need to upload in our AppSheet, in our AppSheet editor. Then let's go to the AppSheet and create. So I'm gonna name this as restaurant POS system. I'm gonna name this as version 2 because I uploaded already the version 1 before. I'm gonna just name this is other and choose your data. So I'm gonna just close this. Then here is, so the first table that we need to upload is the menu. So we will first work with our menu. Then next we will go to the next step. All right. Then let's review our menu table. So yes, we can allow updates, adds, and deletes. So what we get to look here is we need to know what is the key column in the menu. So the unique must be item name. So we can keep it as a key column. Category, we keep it as text. Okay. Then keep it as an enum. I would suggest keep it as an enum. Then unit price. Okay. So I'm gonna keep it as enum and then I'm gonna add some values. So the first here is the main course. Then that's it. Appetizers. Let's copy it. And then here is I think it's soups. Then we have the desserts. Uh, then I have the beverages. Okay, I'm gonna just keep it as a drop down to save some space. Okay, and then the price I keep it as US dollar. Here is the decimal. Let's keep it 3 digits. Then okay, it's already US dollar. Then photo will be kept as a photo, which is all good. Then what we're gonna do is let's create a view. Our first view is the menu. All right, so let's keep it as a deck view, which is good. This is great. Then we're gonna keep it in the leftmost. Sort by, okay, groups by category, count. I don't want them to count. Then main image is the photo. The primary header, you keep it as the name. Then secondary is their price. Okay. Note this action. Then display will keep it as table view. Display, anything here, menu. Mm, skip it that way. Or let's say book. Okay. We should be here. Let's skip this one or this one. Okay. Then I would like always to start with brand colors because I always like to, if you want to keep it in light or in dark mode, you can do that. So I would like to keep it in dark mode. This is my, this is just my option. Then I can just select which color here. So I'm gonna just choose maybe red, maybe like this, or a little bit darker. Or let's keep this. Yes. Then for the app logo, you can upload your own logo, or you can, here you can customize also the logo. So what I need is, maybe I can just search in Google whatever images there. Let's say restaurant logo. Or you can upload your logo in your Google Sheet. Then you can just um, get the link and paste it here. So I'm gonna just put something in my logo. So I'm gonna just go somewhere here and grab whatever. Hmm, let's get this one. Okay, let's make it simple. Okay, just wait. Once it's load, then you can copy the link. Okay, copy image address. I'm gonna use this simple logo. Custom. Just paste the URL. Then let's say background image, restaurant, anything that there is a background for me. You can upload also your own photo. So let's say I'm gonna use this again, the same as my previous video. I'm gonna just copy this and put somewhere here. Then show logo, show name the header, it's fine. Then style will be half. All right, so we're done for our branding. Then I'm gonna open this in desktop mode in full view. This, it will be easy for me to explain the details. All right, so here is our menu. So what I will do, I will just add some photo to make it look nice. I'm gonna just edit this. I already prepared the photos in my computer, so I can just edit and insert those photos here. Okay, so this is Carolina grilled salmon. Okay, click this icon. Just a second. Okay, then desktop menu. Okay. Ah, save. Then I have the fish and chips. Save. I think I have the grilled ribeye. Okay, save. Then next is avocado egg rolls. Here, Caesar salad. Mm. Now I am just adding the menu images. Chicken noodle soup. Okay. Then minestrone, it's hanging. Okay. I'm going back to the menu. What are the remaining images? Not yet added. So, okay. Only the desserts and then the beverages, and then we're good to go. You just add this. This is fresh banana cream. What is this? Maybe this is salted caramel here. Then classic mojito. Almost done for the menu. Over here. Then Coke. Then the last but not the least, San Pellegrino, I believe. Okay, so we're good to go for our menu. So it's arranged. I'm using the deck view, which is it look like this. So and it displays the name and then the price for each orders. Okay, so it's the our menu is looks good. And now let's go back to our database. But before we go there, I'm always love to check the views here, the images. So let's go to the images here. case in menu detail. So here I would like to, now I'm use, if you going here, so I would like to use always fit, because it's at least it saves the, it's like a stretch here. So once you refresh it, so you will see the difference. You can always construct, I mean, check if your image good in fill or good in fill here. Fill or fit. You can just um, see. The good thing this is it's not really stretch the image if you use that option. All right, let's go back to our database and let's add another table here. So the second table that we can add, I name this table as customers. So in customers, we need to have a key column here. I'm gonna put here order number. Then next is you can put here the date and time. Then type meaning dine in, takeaway. Then you can also add user if you're sharing the app sheet to other user. You can add a user email here, which is captures the user whoever punched this order. So only this one, date, time, type, and then customer, customer name. So customer name in case you want to put in the receipts the name of the customer. Okay. Then here we can upload this table. And before we upload, we will do first our order number. So this is like so here it's like a serialized number. So I just put here the one column order number. So I would like to start with 2022. Then I will just put it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 like that. Okay. Then I'm gonna use a formula here. The reason for this, every time you punch an order, you done with 2001 receipt the order number, then the next will be 2002, 3, so on and so forth. Then I'm gonna just put a simple formula here, a query function, then go to the customer here, and then here can just A2 to A, then close this function and hit enter. So what will happen is if you put something here in the order number, let's say here, it copies the in order number here. All right, that's the purpose of that. Once we're done for that, we'll just remove this existing columns. I mean unused columns. Same goes here. Okay, gonna go to our app sheet and add the new table. So it's already here. So I'm gonna add customers table. In customers table, I will not allow any deletes on this. So here, I don't want to allow, I'm gonna updates and ads only. I forgot to add also the, under the customer, there should be like a extra column. I'm gonna name this as status. So in case order status, meaning is it open, is it closed, or is it voided. So I'm gonna add another column for that. View column, I will just regenerate it. Then once we generate, so our key column here is this order number. So the order number, I'm gonna keep it as number. Then The date and time, gonna keep it as date and time. Then type, we have just two types of order, which is um, dine in or takeaway. So I'm gonna just add values here. If it's more, you can create a separate table for your drop down list. Since we have only two, then I'm gonna just put it here. So this is dine in, and say here take away, and then let's keep it as a buttons. Okay. Then for the status, we're gonna keep in home as well. Since we have only three types of status, so we are not allowing deletes in this PO system. Instead, we're gonna have like status like this is open, and then close, then void. Okay. Then let's keep it as buttons as well. All right. Then here it's required to have the date and time, which is already here. Date require, require the name as well, and status is keep it like that. Okay. So we're gonna before we proceed, I'm gonna upload first the this table, the order number, which is the serial number. So I'm gonna just upload this. So this one is just read only. This is read only, and I'm gonna just view the columns, and then yeah, it's a number, and I would like not to see the separator. Then go back to the customers. This is the number order number. Since it is a number, I don't want to show the separator. We're gonna have a formula here. So since this is a key column, we cannot directly apply an up formula on this. Instead, what we're gonna do, we're gonna put this in the initial value here, auto compute. So what we're gonna do here is we need to use the formula max. Then what is the table name? Table name is order number. So it's order number, and the column reference is the same, which is order number. Close this column. That's one. So the next order will be always plus one. So if you are in order number two, the next order will be order number three. So this is the serial number we have. And then to avoid editing this, we're gonna put a behavior here, editable. Then I'm gonna just use the is blank, and this is the key column, so you can use this. If it's not a key column, you can use this row dot what is the column name. Okay, so it's blank this. Then once we're done for that, date and time, here we can apply a formula which is now to capture the date and time. And then I would like to remove the seconds. Ignore seconds. Don't need it. Type, name, all good. I'm gonna just click save. Then what we're gonna do is we need to create a view. I would like to put it here in this side. So I'm gonna create a view. You go to UX, then new view, select the table, which is customer. So I'm gonna name this view as add new orders. Then I'm gonna keep this as a form view. In the form view, I'm gonna just keep it in the left, which is okay. Then column order. So I would like to see the order number. Then let's say I would like to see in the date and time type, and then customer name. Only that one I need. Then the finish view, I would like to see the customer detail. Display, I can just put like this, plus. Okay, that's all. Gonna hit save, and once I go here, it should display the plus sign. So I have here add new order. Here we go. So user will just select if it's a dine in and takeaway. So what I want, if customer, I mean, if the user click dine in, I would like to change the display name of this. So instead of customer name, I would like to display this as table number. Okay. To do that, view columns, customer name. I'm gonna just go to display. We're gonna use if function. Okay, so here in the display name, so what we're gonna do is if column is the type, where's the type, is equals to dine in, then it's customer name. If the user choose the takeaway, no, if it's dine in, let me just change this. If it's takeaway, then customer name. Otherwise, it's table number. Then close this function, and let's see the difference. Okay, let's add new order. If I choose dine in, it's table number. If I choose takeaway, it names at customer. Okay, so better maybe we can have always an initial value. So in the customer name, we're gonna have here initial value, auto compute. So the initial value I would like is always, let's say, takeaway. So that's the initial value. So what I want as well, I don't want to show this as save because I would like to give an instruction to the user to click next. It's mandatory for them to click next every time they add a new order. So we're gonna change this name into click next. So to do that, you go to the UX, localize. So I'm gonna look for the name save. Here I'm gonna apply a, oh no, no, not this, this one, save. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is if in context view, context, then here view is list, then what is the name of the view? So the name of the view is this. So add new order. So I'm gonna just put here add new order. Then I'm gonna name this as click next. Otherwise, in other view, just keep it as a save for now. Okay. See, once you refresh this, it should not give you the name of save. It should be click next. So when add a new order, so it's showing you click next, and here, oops, we should not put an initial. Sorry, guys. The initial value should not be in customer. I mean, it's not supposed to be in the name, customer name. Should be in the type. So you're gonna put here initial value. I mistakenly put it in the customer. So okay, that's the initial value. So I'm gonna just delete the initial value here and auto compute. So we are good for this. Now, let's say the user choose takeaway. So it's give them is a second. So takeaway, dine in, let's say table one. Then user will click next. Then here we don't want to show this edit icon. This, and also we're gonna apply some formulas here. I mean some rows as well. Okay, so we are done for that. First, I'm gonna hide this. So to hide that is you go to the behavior, go to the table name, which is the customers, and then here and appearance and hide, do not display. Okay, hit save. Then let's go back to our table. I need to, we're gonna add this table customers. Sorry, order. This table, the orders. But before we add, we still need to put some columns here. So the column, what we're gonna do is we have to keep an ID. So this will be our row key in this order. Then order number. Order number is this one should matching. This is like a relative to customers here. Okay. Order number. Then we have here the item name. Okay, item name. Then what we're gonna be next will be the unit price. Then next will be quantity. Okay. So here is the amount. Quantity, then the amount. So here we go. Order number, item name, unit price, quantity, and amount. Then I'm gonna just delete the rest of the row, and I mean columns that not used. Then I'm gonna upload this to AppSheet and see what to do next. Okay, we're gonna add a new table, which is, I believe it's here already, orders. Okay, see, if I refresh this, guys, I recently just hide that action, that button, edit, so it's gone. All right. So here in the details, I would like to change this to not details. Let's say I want it like order, new add new orders. So I'm gonna go to add or customers, I believe. Customers detail. Here, there is like a renaming here the display. Display name, I'm gonna name this only, keep it as add new order. Then I would like to have like a design here, like a logo of my restaurant, let's say. So since I don't have a photo, what I can do is I can create like a virtual column in the customer. Here in the customer table, I'm gonna add here a virtual column. I'm gonna name this as my banner. So the banner will be design, so I'm gonna put some design in my POS. Say, then I'm gonna look for a design which is restaurant, let's say, over. Let's say I'm gonna look for a sample. You can upload that in Google Drive, the photo, and then you can grab the link. Since I don't have in my Google Drive, I'm gonna just maybe maybe use any images here. So I'm gonna just use this. Copy image address. Then I'm going back to the banner and I will change this banner to type will be show. Okay, so the show, and then I'm gonna just go down here. Then the category will be image. Then I'm gonna just paste that URL. If the URL comes from your Google Drive, will be the same. And you can just put here and close it with this code. Then hit save. So I would like to put it here in the details. And also I would like to put it in here, adding new orders. When you add a new order, go back here, second, it's not responding. So I would like to put it also here, above here. So let's go back to UX and include this table in the customer detail, which is already here. So the header columns, column order, let's say in the detail, I want them to see the banner first. Then the status, then I'm gonna see the order number. Then here is the date and time, customer type, and then the last is the customer. Save. Then same goes to the form in add new order. I'm going there and to add also the this banner that I just recently created. So I'm gonna, maybe it's there, add new order. So here, so the add new order, I'm gonna just put in. If you want to put it below, you can put below the banner. Since I would like to put it up, I'm gonna just put this up and grab up here and save. So let me show you how does it look like. So I already added the data here. Let me see, customers. So I'm gonna just delete this. Okay, see, when we add a new order, it displays like this. So it's look cool and it's look customized. If you want to put your logo here, so when your staff or the user adding orders, then they can see your logo. Then here, the initial value is takeaway. Dine in, if choose the table, then they can click next. Let's say table one, click next. Then they can see also your logo here. So they can see here the dine in, takeaway here. So what we need is to add also a like a status here. And also we need to add the status and then the same time the total as well. So let's continue that later on. We already uploaded the order tables, I believe. Where is it? Here. So what we're gonna do is, okay, can add deletes, it's fine. View the columns. Then here in order, our key column, we're gonna choose the ID, and then this order number, we're gonna keep it as a number, and item name, keep it as a name, price, keep it as a price, but keep it as similar to 3 digit, and then currency will be the same as well. Then quantity, it's a number, and amount will be a price. So price, then keep it here, 3 digit. Then currency, keep it as USD. Okay. Then for the mandatory, so here quantity is mandatory and the rest is mandatory. Okay. Then what we're gonna do in our key column in ID, we can just put an initial value here, which is auto compute. So it's already automated here. Then we don't want to show this because this is just for the spreadsheet key column. So to hide this is blank. It will be always blank because there is an initial value. So it will not show in the spread in the app sheet. It's blank this. Then the rest, we're gonna just item name. What we're gonna do is we're gonna keep it as a name, which is okay. And then we're gonna use a drop down data validation or data validity. To do that, just go to valid if, then you're gonna use the expression select. Select what is the table name, which is the menu, and then the target column is we're gonna see is the item name. Item name, then just true meaning not empty. It's save. Then here in the unit price, it should be automatically generated. Once the user select the item, and the price should be automatically generated. But before we do that, I just want to make sure that there is no initial value here. All good. Okay, unit price, we're gonna put here any select. I'm gonna select the menu, then unit price, then isro that item name is equals to the item name. Then it should be all good. Then I'm gonna just, if it's green, it's good. All right, it's safe. Quantity and amount. So here in the amount, it should be, we can apply a formula here. It's simple mathematics. So you can just go columns here. So what we're gonna do is the unit price times the quantity. So that's how it goes. Quantity. All right. Okay. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a view for this. Okay, a view here. So I would like to test some view. Maybe what we can do is we can create a table view to make it simple. Then here you can keep it in orders. Then I'm gonna just name it as orders. Keep it in table. Or let's do some experiment first. Let's say keep it in eh, deck, or let's say keep in table, guys. Easy. Then keep it in the reference for the meantime. Then here you're gonna just sort it by column. So the first table that I want them to see is the item name, then quantity, then the amount, a unit price, then the amount. Only four. Okay. Keep it as a wide. Then here, display. There's no need to display it. Okay. And hit save. Then here, we need to put the option for status here to click either if it's closed or if it's open. Then you have to put our orders also here. To do that, just wait until it's saved. You go back to your customer. Now let's apply another virtual column. We're gonna create a virtual column in the customers. So here you can add a virtual column. I'm gonna name this as orders. Then here we're gonna use the formula called ref rows. What's the reference table is the orders. Then our reference column, I'm gonna just keep this as order number. All right, I'm gonna hit save, and then let's go back to our UX and look for the customer detail here. So in the customer detail, so we're gonna add a quick edit column here. So this is um, the status. So we're gonna put the status somewhere up here. Then next is here, the orders. So if you refresh this application, so we have here a status here. So you can see now there is a status. So I would like to have an initial value. So whenever they open it, the initial value should be always open. Then later on, they can just change that. So let's go back here and go down to auto compute. So initial value is open. I'm gonna just go back to the app and refresh this. Okay, then once you go down here, there is what we called orders here. Here you can add multiple items. Add. Once you add, let us try. Then okay, you can add more. See, you can add more. So what you want is we need to have like a total order here, down of this order. So we can go back to our customer, then add another virtual column. I'm gonna just name this as total amount. Then what I'm gonna do is we're gonna use the formula um, sum, select um, orders. The column is the amount. So we're gonna total the amount. We're in this row that the order number is equals to order number in the order. Okay. Then once I hit save, I'm gonna add this to the customer detail view, which is here, down here. So to do that, once it's saved, you go to the UX and look for the customer detail view, which is this one. So here, below the orders, I would like to put the total amount. Okay. Once I refresh this, so the total is $90. It should reflect the, but before we do that, let's go back here to see if it should be the table, should be price. I mean the column. Go down. All right. And I would like to keep it as 3 digit. Okay, all good. Once we go down, it's not calculating. Give me a second. Let me refresh. Let's go back and try another one. So I'm gonna just delete this. It's the order. I'm gonna test if our formula is working. Refresh one more. Okay, let's add a new order. Then, okay, let's say dine in. Next, the initial value is always open. Then here I'm gonna add orders here. So I'm gonna add here, okay, it's a 2. Gonna add another one here, 2. So here it should calculate. Yeah, the reason why it's not, it may take like few seconds to calculate because it's still syncing. It should become $90 here if our formula is correct. So let's go back there. Mhm. Okay, doesn't work. So what we're gonna do is, instead of having this, what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove this and keep it as a virtual column. So I believe that's the solution for that. So I'm gonna just remove this, delete the column, and go back to the orders. Let us see if this resolved the issue. Orders here. So I'm gonna just regenerate it. Gonna add a virtual column. Here I'm gonna name this as amount. And over here in the amount, I'm gonna just put the formula, a let's say unit price times the quantity. So this is how we're gonna do that. So let us see if this resolve the issue. So then keep it as a price and 3 digit. Okay. Let's start in the beginning. Okay. Let's try another one. So add new order, then okay, dine in, table one, and pick next. Here we're gonna add new order, add Karina grilled salmon, let's say 2. Once it's you see here a refresh, then I'm gonna add another one, which is live stick, for example, 2. Then it should update the total amount here. Hmm. Something wrong. Okay, so it doesn't solve the issue. So we go back here to the customer, and in total amount, let's see how is it. Select sum orders amount. This row order number is equals to order number. If you go back to the database to investigate it, if you go here, let us see if the same order number. So this is the order number, which is the same. They have just to sum this one, which is correct. Or what we're gonna do, we're gonna remove this row, see to resolve the issue. Okay. Mhm. Orders. So you're having issues here. So we have having issues with the total orders, total amount. So maybe we can some select orders, amount, order number is equals. Okay. We have an issues here. That's the reason why, because this one here. Okay, found the issue. This row, order number is equals to, should be okay. Forgot there is like an error here, so that's mainly the reason. Let's try to save and I will just remove this and let's start again. Okay, let me refresh this application. It should be working good. New order, then dine in, for example, X. Then I'm gonna add. Let's wait if it's added here. See, it's added, guys. So that's mainly the reason why it was not calculated. It's because there's a missing part in the column. So I'm gonna click add. Okay. So next, what we're gonna do is um, I will tell you. Okay. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna add here like a settlement. So whenever customer pay, they have to put here the settlement. So let's go back here to our database and go back to the customers. In the customers, we're gonna add another column, which is this time I'm gonna name this as settlement. So this is by cash, by card. Then in another column is amount paid. Okay. Then I go back here. I'm gonna just regenerate this column. I mean this table. So there are many types of settlement. In this video, we're gonna just use cash and card. Okay, scroll down. I think I added already here. So in settlement, I will just add, and there are only two values for that. I'm gonna just put here cash or card. Then I'm gonna just keep it as buttons. Then in amount paid, I'm gonna keep it as a price. Then I'm gonna just put some data validity in amount paid. So decimal values is 3. Then keep it same currency. So here we're gonna put a data validity option. Here, what we're gonna do is it will valid only if the total amount here. I think we have an order number. Total amount is okay. This row that amount paid is equals to total amount. I'm gonna put if settlement settlement is equals to card, then this row amount paid is equals to total amount. Otherwise, if it's cash, um, this row, the amount paid is more than or equals to settlement. Okay, it should be good. Okay, so this should be here, should be like that. Okay, wait, settlements card is then otherwise this row that amount paid is equal or more than settlement. Hmm? If settlement is equals to card, then this row that amount paid is equals to total amount. Otherwise, this row that amount paid is amount paid. So I'm gonna use or here function, or it's equal or this row that is more than. Not sure why giving error. Okay, should be good. Something wrong, guys. So wait. Let's try this. Remove this or. Let's try to swap it. Is more than. Yeah. If cash, this row that amount paid, it should be is equal. Then the value is greater than or equal to the column amount. Else, this row that amount paid is equals to settlement, which is good. So if it's cash, the payment should be more than or equals to the total amount. Otherwise, if it's card, then it's equals to the settlement. So that's how we're gonna put the expression. Then what we're gonna do next is if the customer pays more, let's say he pay more than the total amount, then we have to add a virtual column which is I name it as change. Okay. So here I'm gonna just a basic mathematics. So here is I'm gonna just put the amount paid minus or total amount. There should be total amount here, here. So it will end up like negative. Then also we can only show this if the settlement is equals to cash. Is equals to cash. Okay. Okay, guys. So we are done for that. And one thing I need to explain as well is very important. And delete this sample. And here we need when you're adding orders, once you click save, we need to have like a direction. Whenever the user clicks save, it goes back to the same order number. Okay. So to do that, I will show you if you did not do that. I'll show you what will happen. So if you're going to add a new order, here let's say Joe, next, then add. If you punching another order again, what will happen is okay, save. Then once you go back, you punch another order. So it was Joe, right? So let's say I'm gonna go to dine in, table one, next, here, I will add an order. It should redirect me to this name, which is order number 2003. The problem is it goes to sometimes it's not going to the correct order. Let's say Mark. Okay. Okay. Sometimes it's not coming. To make it safe, as a safer option, what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a behavior action here, new action. We're gonna trigger this in orders. This is for the safe side to make sure that it's coming back to the orders. Go to order details. Then I'm gonna use this, go to another view within this app. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use link to filtered view. So what we need is the customer details, customer, I think it's customers details. And gonna put this formula, this row, that order number is equals to the order number. This is just for the safe side to make sure, because it might happen that it will not go back to the same order. So this is how you're gonna do that. Customers customer ah customer detail. Okay. Then what we're gonna do is just to hide this, do not display. Then you go to the UX, you go to the orders form. There is like an orders form here. So in the orders form, you have to click here the behavior and go to this. This makes secure, and every time you add an order, a multiple order, it always going back to the same order number. Okay. So once we're done for that, so we are already done for this. The next thing we're gonna do is to create like an action, or let's first maybe create slice wherein we can see our open orders. Okay, so let's create a slice. So I wanted to create a slice here, another view here, which is I can see the open orders. So to do that, you go to your data and then create a slice, new slice. Then this is for customers. Okay, customers table. So I'm gonna just name this as open orders. Then in this column, we don't want them to add. They Yes, they can add. They can also update. Then I want them only to see this order number, date and time, settlement, amount paid, banner. Okay, orders amount change. No, no need for change. Then I'm going back to the UX. Then I'm gonna just create a new view. So this view, I'm gonna name this as open orders. Then I'm gonna keep it as a deck view, which is good. Then I keep it on the right. Then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna main image, nothing. And then primary header, let's say this is the customer name. Then total amount. And then maybe the summary column, you can keep it as order num or status. Or better, keep it the status up. Then customer name, then total amount. Then nested value, we can add also an option here. Let's say I'm gonna want to see the orders, show action bar. Okay. Then I'm gonna make a display. Let's say open. Do we have any open orders here? Or let's say orders. Let's make it simple then. I'll just skip like that. Okay. Then also we wanted to put like edit also to the customer. Let's say this is dine in table table one. Click next. Then open. I'm gonna add more orders here. Let's say total amount. Then add an order. Then and also we're gonna restrict of editing this also. Forgot to put it. Make sure it's not editable. Otherwise, it will be a problem. It will not make this POS work properly. So to avoid that, it's an initial value. So view columns, this order. Okay. Okay. This, for example, is the order. So let's say this is the order of the customer for the meantime. So you can see here, and also it's calculated become 60. If you go to your open orders, you can see that there is a open table one. So this is the orders. So let's say if you want to add an order, you can just simply click this, then you can add. Okay, but this is not the one. Okay, let's go back to our slice and open orders. Make sure they are enabled to add adds and update. Okay, which is perfect. Open orders. No, then we have to create here like a shortcut. Once they click this anywhere here, they will direct them to the customer order details. And also we need to hide this icon. And to do that, let's create another action. And then also we need to hide this here, the open orders. So go to the customer here in the ad. We need to hide this. So it's gone. Then we need to create an action here wherein when they click, they can add orders. So let's go back to here, new action, and go to orders from open orders view. Then I'm gonna just go to another view within this app. Then select the table, it's customers. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a target link. So we're gonna just link to filtered view. Okay, so this one this time is a customer detail. Then this row dot order number is equals to order number. Okay. Okay, should be fine. Then what we're gonna do, we will only show this appearance, say edit. In the behavior, it will only show if in context view. So the view name, so the list name is, the slice name is open orders. Okay, so open orders, correct. Okay, then we go back to the open order slice here. Action, we're gonna add an action here, which is go to open orders view, or that's too much name. Let's see. Once they click this, no, still open orders. Let's try again. Oh, it's not coming. Okay, let's go back to the POS behavior. Go to open orders view. Open orders. Let's look for the open orders. Here we go. Should be here. Okay. Let's try here. Perfect. I should not allow them to click this view. So this view should be here. Once they click this, goes there. So we will limit them to view this, or they can view, it's fine. But if you want them to go, also they can go here. All right, so that sounds good. Then maybe we can add here. I think this is detail. Let's go back to our behavior. I'm gonna just name this as edit orders. Then I can go back. I can add here. No, in appearance. I mean in behavior, guys. Sorry. So I can just add here open orders, then comma open orders detail. Okay. So once I refresh this, they have, what happened to that edit order? It goes back here. Okay. So this is much okay. All good. So once they click this, so they can see the order and they can edit the order and they can add here. Okay. That's perfect from now. Okay, since we're done for that, we have to create another view. Once we close the order, this should goes to the close transaction. To do that, create a slice again. Then here we're gonna create a new slice. Then I'm gonna just name this as close orders. So close orders only read only, because if it's closed, nobody should open it. Then in the columns, custom columns. Then next for this is we're gonna add a receipts, how to print receipts. So still it's customers. Then here custom column, row order number, date and time. Okay, I'm gonna just remove this. Banner maybe no need. Change will be no need. Okay. Then here, okay. Then let's go to our UX, add new view. I'm gonna just put this time in. So here, open, sorry, close orders. Then I'm gonna keep it in the menu. Keep it as a table view. At least you will see all your transaction. Sort or group by date. Oops. Before we do that, date and time. Then type. You don't need to see the customer. Then total amount. Okay. and then we're gonna just sort it by date. Since we don't have a it's a date and time, so we don't want them to sort by date and time. I'm gonna just view columns here. I'm gonna add another virtual column. I'm gonna just name this as date. In here, I'm gonna just use today. All right. Okay. Once I'm done for that, hit save. I have to go back to the slices. I have to add this table, I mean this column, to the close orders. So I'm gonna add this orders and date. Then I go back to the UX. Then it should be there. I'm gonna sort this by group by date. So the latest. All right. So once I go back to my app, should be in this side, close orders here. So we have a close order here. No, it's still open actually. Okay. Slices, I forgot to add a formula, guys. So here in the close order, I forgot to add an expression, custom expression. Just simply use the expression called, very easy, column status is equals to close. So we will only segregate status is equals to close. All right. And once you're done for that, you should not see these orders here. Okay. It's loading. Okay. So what if the customer changed their mind? I wanted it to, I wanted it to not dine in, but take away. So you already put it the table one, but the customer changed their mind. So I wanted take away. So we can do that. So we can add like an icon here to edit the customer type. So what we're gonna do is create an action in customer table. Here I'm gonna just edit customer. Yes. Then what we're gonna do is go to another view within this app. Use the formula link to row. Link to row. So this row got order number, customer detail, customer form. Okay, should be linked to this form. Of course, the appearance you're gonna just use people. Maybe this one. Then behavior, I will only show this option if it's in detail view. Keep it like that. In text I'm gonna use this time view type is equals to detail view, then we will show this in in function is not used correctly. Is equals to detail. Let's try this and this. Doesn't work this formula, so we're gonna use another one is in context view. Then list. I'm gonna just show this in open orders detail, and also I'm gonna show this in customer detail. Should be all good. Okay, this works well. So once we refresh this, we should enable us to see we can edit the customer. Let's try. So and go here. Or is it? It's nothing. It's not seeing, guys. Maybe we put the wrong one. Customer detail, open order details. Let's go back. Open orders detail. Okay. Orders. Open orders. Let's remove this. Detail. Okay. That's why you should enable to see now. Sometimes wrong typing is will make your app worse. Yes. So we want to edit the customer. So this is order number 2001. It goes directly to the app should be. Wait. Oops. Here. Customer form, but we don't want them to show all of this. So let's go to the customer form. We have to customize what they need to see in the customer form. So they should only see the customer name, or let's say order number, and customer type. This is the only thing they need to see. Okay. Once we done for that, So edit customer, they should only see this. See, they can edit, they can do that. Okay, so we're good. Then I think we cover all. Then the last one we need to cover is to printing the receipts, close orders. Then we have to add another, which is voided transaction. New slice in customers. Here is voided, void transaction, void orders, let's say. Custom. So this is a read only, and then custom column. They don't need to see the change. Okay, banners no need. Then you go to the UX, new view. Then we have here void orders. Then I'm gonna just keep it in the menu, table view, and should be sort by, okay, sort by I group by date. Keep it descending. Then groups aggregate. You can sum up if how much is the total amount. Column order. So I want them only to see this date and time. Order number. Only this, and then custom. Only this one maybe. Then total amount. Okay. And also in open orders, we can put there, I mean, close orders. Ah, sorry, mate. Close orders. We can have a group aggregates there, total sum. At least you can see all your transaction if how much. All right. Now let's test the app if it's working properly. So this is the open orders. This is the table one. Here there is an option to edit the orders. Okay. And also there is an option to edit the customers. And then, okay, what if we're gonna close this order? So once we close this order, then we're gonna just we need to see, we need to add the settlement here down here. So to do that, go back again there to the customer details, customer. So we need to add the down the total amount. We need to add this settlement. Settlement, then amount paid, then I need to add the change also in case. Then the settlement, we will only show this. Wait, go back there. Then we're gonna add here a quick edit column. So we're gonna add the quick edit in settlement, then the amount paid. Okay, don't forget this one. Then we will only see, show this. I think that's all. I think it's really enough. We should see this here. So here's the settlement. So before you here, so the total amount to settle is 60. Let's say customer pay by cash, and change. I forgot to add the change. Change should not show It should not show if the amount is empty. So we can apply show if formula in change here. So settlement is equals to cash and amount paid is more than settlement. Okay, it should be good. Wait, amount paid is more than not settlement. Total amount. Sorry, total amount. Okay, should be good. So once we refresh this, okay. So amount paid, let's say 60, it will not show that there is a change. And if you pay 40, it will show an invalid entry because it must be the same. So if you pay 70, then there is a change of $10. If you pay card, it's invalid. It must be this 60. Okay, this is how it works. Mhm. Wait, yeah. Let me delete this. Okay, if it's card 60, it's invalid entry. No, I don't know why. Okay, let's go back there to amount paid. Amount paid is here. So we okay. If settlements was a cash, so this row the amount paid is more than or equals total amount. Otherwise, this row the amount paid is equals to settlement. Okay. So we're gonna use ifs. Doesn't work. We're gonna use this ifs settlements equals to cash. So this row the amount paid is equals total amount. Then here this row the amount paid. Copy this. So you're gonna change our formula, guys, because there's something wrong in it. And I'm gonna just update the formula. This time we're gonna use if settlement is equals to card, then this row that amount paid is equals to total amount. It should be good. Okay. So we use ifs instead of if. Then once we refresh this, it should be working good. Okay. So if it's card 61, it doesn't accept. 60, it's acceptable. If it's less, doesn't accept. All right. So let's say customer paid cash and then 60, and then I'm gonna close this transaction, and that's all. So once you go there, once it's closed, it's done. It will not sorry, it's hanging. So when you go to your open order here, it's already closed. You should not able to see this. Wait. So here in open orders, still showing there is an open orders here. Hmm? Close order is here, and there is still an open orders here. Is this? Okay. Let me go back to my slice. I think I mess up the open order slice. Did I add some? Ah, okay. I did not. In the slice, I did not add the. So in the status is equals to open. So open orders, there should be no open orders here. Okay, all good. Now let's go to printing a receipts. So how to print the receipts? Keep it in the deck. Okay now. All right, so let's now proceed for printing receipts in this POS system. So to print receipts, we have to go to automation, and also we have to create a new boot for that. Then what we're gonna do after that is create a custom boot, then name this boot, let's say print bill. Then configure the event, some event. What is the event name? Print bill, bill when closed. So we're gonna print only the bill if it's closed. So we're gonna just choose updates only, then select the table. So the table we need to trigger is in the customers. Then there's a condition here. So once the order is closed, we need to print the receipt. So the status, let's look for the status, is equals to close. Then let's print the receipt. Then let's add a new step, add custom step. Here I'm gonna name this print bill. Okay. Then here we're gonna use create a file. Then create a file and template, just create it. Or let's say I'm gonna use my old. You can create it, or to make it faster, maybe I will just use my own template. I already created a template. Okay, I'm gonna select this. So if you don't have a template yet, you can just click create. And here is the file name. So file name, we have to change this since the unique name is order number. So we can just keep it order number. Okay. Then I'm gonna disable this timestamp And then you can choose your paper size. So to make it easy, I'm gonna just use as an A4. So you can use customize the paper size. Then let's view this. Once you click create, then you can click view. So this is my previous template. I use it. So here is the receipt and then logo, and here is the customer name. You can just rearrange your column, I mean each column, and then here paid by cash, settlement total amount. Then here, this is the where your orders came from. So you can just insert two tables here, and then one is the header. Then here is we're gonna use the formula row in your customer table. Then starts with your item. Since it's not an item, so it's an item name actually. So you can just match the column, then unit price, quantity, amount, then end. Then total amount will be the same. Okay. So you can rearrange your that and use the starts then end formula. Okay. Then once you're done for that, you click save. Once you click save, let's test the let's test. Let's open this customer. Okay, where is it? Then let's test the boot if it's working. Click test. If you did not see any error, so you see an error here. So it's saying here task print will be table express name is invalid due to unable to find the column name. So the name, what is the name? Customer name. So should be customer name. So that's mainly the reason. Since I copied this template, you have to adjust also customer name. Then I'm gonna click save again. I need to click it save. And then I'm gonna test again. So this error should be gone. Then I'm gonna test. Okay, it's it's working. So I'm gonna close this and I'm gonna go first to my Google Drive because the PDF will be saved to Google Drive before I click test. So AppSheet, it's normally saved in here in AppSheet. Then find the and then data. Then look for the app that you created. Inventory Restaurant PO System version 2. Okay, here we go. Then okay. Once I click say execute, if it's okay, then we will see a pop-up. Okay, so AppSheet say success. Then once I go back here, it should give me like a folder here called file. Okay, here's the file. So let's see how the receipts look like. So this is the receipt. So this is my receipt. Okay. So we need to bring this to AppSheet from Google Drive to AppSheet. So what we're gonna do is, since we successfully created a PDF, what we're gonna do, we have to go back here, and first thing we need to do before we do that, this is very important because we need to create a link. So in the customer view columns, we need to add another virtual column for this. So if you're not following my video, maybe you will get lost unless. Okay, so if you did not following this from start to finish, here we're gonna create a name which is file. Then I'm gonna just use here concatenate. Okay, so column order number, then comma, column order number dot PDF. Okay, that's how is it. This is to locate the file, the PDF in our Google Drive. Then hit save. Then what we're gonna do next is we have to add a table. So adding a table to get that data, I mean that PDF in Google Drive, we need to, instead of sheets, click Google Drive, then collection of files. In the collection of files, there is, we called, look for that table, I mean for that folder that you just created. It's automatically created. So POS version V2, this one. Then this is the file. Then click select. Then I'm gonna just name this as, say, receipts with S. Then create this table. Then let's view the columns. Okay. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna use the, let's say, the file, or keep it like that, or the path. We don't want to show this Mimi, then last modified, creation time, we don't need. So this one file, I'm gonna keep it as a text, and this path, keep it as a file. Okay. So once you're done for that, you create a new view. So maybe we can keep this key column. Then once you're done, uh, create a view, then new view, then select that receipts. So I'm gonna just name this also receipts. Then I'm gonna just create a deck view, just okay. Then main image, no primary header, only, where is it? Only path. Then here none, and go back and then look. Just save first. Once you save it, okay. Then we need to look for that. Wait, it's loading. We need to look for the receipts detail view. So maybe we can type here receipt, and then look for the detail view. I think here. So in detail view, we did only to show the file only or the path only. Path. Then I'm gonna just rename the path here as empty. Sorry, where is it? Let's keep it empty. Then maybe in the detail view, receipts. I'm gonna just display name. I'm gonna just put it print receipt. I'm gonna just do like that. Okay. Hit save. Then we need to link the receipts whenever we add a new order. Let's say I'm gonna add a new order here. Let's say takeaway. My name is Joe. Next. Need to display it here. Okay. So to do that, we have to go to behavior, then create a new action. So the new action will be still in the customer table. I'm gonna just name the action. Close this. It's eating. Oh, it's hanging, guys. Sorry. I know it's a long video. Okay, this is a full tutorial. That's why it's a long video. So we made the app from the scratch. Okay, let's just close this. It's making my laptop slow. Okay, we need to display that. So I'm gonna just name this. Let's say view print view seat. Okay. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to another view within this app. We're gonna use the link to filtered view. The link to filtered view, we need to view the receipts detail, then comma this row that we created the virtual column is equals to file. Okay. Then hit save, then change the appearance. So let's since this is a PDF creation, I'm gonna use the icon PDF. PDF. Okay. Then here in the behavior, you have to add the conditions here. So this is only available if the status is closed. So we don't want them to print receipts if the status is closed. Okay, so we're gonna just close. Then maybe we can add another condition and and amount paid is not blank. So we can print the receipt. Okay. Okay, now let's go back to our uh, here in open orders. Let's I think I deleted it. Okay, now let's create the newly. So we are done for our app actually. This is this time we need to test only. Okay. Now let's test and I'm gonna delete also the PDF here. So as I mentioned early in my video, in the introduction, this is a multiple item POS system. Then we have to add a multiple items here. So let's try. Receipts. Before we add UX, receipts should be in the reference view only. Okay. Now it's time to test the application. Okay. So we don't have any data. Okay. Nothing. So let's add a new order. Here we go. Initial value is always takeaway, or you can change it. Let's say dine in and it's table one. Then click next. Here we're gonna have an order. Oh, sorry, customer order. I don't know what's going on, guys. Customer. I think I mess up with some of the columns here. I remove it. I remove the orders. It's here. Orders is there. Go down, go down, go down. It's gone, guys. Sorry. Orders. I'm not sure why it's not showing. I think the default column I set it to hide. Orders. Virtual column. Orders. Yeah, it's here. Just wait, guys. It was there before. Mount paid, banner, order. Orders are here, and it's not visible in my app. Let me just refresh. It's gone. Did I delete it? Orders. Okay, customer. Okay, where's this? Add new order. Should be here. Okay, guys. Let's let's clear again. Not sure why it's not showing. It should be showing. And let's try. So add new order. Click next. Let's say Joe. Okay. Oh, okay, okay. Got you. I got you. So we made some mistakes. So that's mainly the reason why we cannot see it. Go back to the orders. I think we did something wrong here. And the reason why we are not seeing it is because I apply a order number here not to be editable. Here, date behavior. I just need to remove it. But instead, to avoid editing it, I'm go back to orders form, orders form. Where's the orders form? Uh, Here. Instead, we don't want to show it. So we don't want, are avoiding it because if you show there and then accidentally someone's edit, so the app will be messed up. So here, what we're gonna do is to customize what view should be see only date and time. Okay, then type. We are avoiding let them to see the order number. Hmm? No, this is not the one. This is wrong. We mess up again another. Not this one. I'm looking for orders form. Okay, be patient, guys. We almost done. Orders detail. I saw it. I saw it. Here. Orders details. There is no orders form. Okay. Keep. There's another solution to hide this orders number is we're gonna apply a context view show if here. So we cannot see the form. So I'm gonna just apply here show if not in context view is this is orders form. So this is the only option we can do. What's this? Close parenthesis, not much. Okay. Okay. Now it should be showing. Okay, let's try. Okay, now let's add new order. Then here we're gonna have Joe. Here we should see, still not seeing, guys. I'm not sure why. Okay. Okay, let's refresh. Mm, we're not seeing it. Alright, guys. So this is, I'm not sure why it's not seeing here. It's because here I keep it as read only. So that's mainly the reason. Okay. So let's go back there and test the app. So here we can apply show if. So we're gonna show this context in context context view please. Then uh orders. Just wait, it's hanging. Orders form. Okay. Then once we refresh, then let's try to add now. Uh, let's test the app. Okay, all good. So let's add a new order. As I mentioned earlier, it is a multiple item POS system. So let's see table one, then click next. Then I'm gonna add more items here. Maximum item I'm gonna add. So let's say quantity, then save, add more here, here, then add here. So this is the third item. So let's add more and more and more, guys. So actually you can add as much as item as you like. We cannot finish this until tomorrow. It's infinite adding of orders. Okay. Okay. So this is, let's say this is my order, and then the total amount, it's 200. If you want to close this, so we're gonna settle the amount. Let's say cash, and then the total amount is 236. 236. Then I'm gonna close the order. Once I close, I should have view receipt here. Okay. So, but the problem in this one, we need to force the app to sync in order to produce the PDF. So to do that, let's go back here in our print receipt in the behavior, print or view, I believe, view receipt. Here we have to adjust this formula. We have to force sync our app. So you can just put here then here and then at encode URL. Sorry. So we're gonna add here a formula to force our app to sync. So it's correct and again. So in this method, we can force our app to sync once they click this one. Okay. So this is here right now. Although we can still print the receipt here, but we wanted automatically our app to sync. So to do that, that's why I applied that formula. That is to force sync the application. As you can see, this is the order that we created, and it's aligned accordingly, guys, which is very good. So there is no, if it's you added more items, it's adjust accordingly. It's a dynamic here. Okay, so let's add another one. But before we add, I want to refresh because I added a force sync in the once you click the PDF, I added a force sync. So I need to refresh it again, but my PC start to slow down. Okay. That's responding. Okay. I'm gonna just make a refresh. Okay. So let's test for the last time. So we have an open orders here, as you can see. I mean, it's already closed because we close it. So close orders are here. We add another order, and then let's say this is a dine in. So I'm gonna just choose here table 2, for example. Click next. Then here we have to add an items. So here I'm gonna add this item, save, gonna add another item, save, then we're gonna add more. Mm-hmm. Okay, just hold on a second. It doesn't move. Okay, okay, okay. Click done. Just wait. Okay, here we go. Get quantity and hit save. Okay, so we can add as much as item as you like. So this is for example, this is our second order. As you can see, it's order number 2002. Then I'm gonna settle the amount. Sige, paid by card, and the total is 190. Then once I settled, then I can go to close this order. And here, once I click this force the app to sync. As you notice, it's sync automatically. So it's saving all changes at the same time. It's This is to avoid error in generating the PDF. Then here is the PDF, and you can see the receipts. So we added three items and it's added accordingly here. So this is how to create this simple, not simple because it takes like 2 hours to create this. And this is how to do it. So if you have any questions or whatever is your questions regarding this restaurant POS system, or what is your thought? Did you like this video? Comment or share and subscribe as well. Don't forget to subscribe to see my next video. So thank you so much for watching and see you next time.